Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Mission Matters Marketing Podcast, your source for all things marketing. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres. Keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, missionmatters.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Raquel Borras on the line, and she's Chief Excitement Officer and founder over at True to You Branding. Raquel, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here, or, at least on the phone.
Love it. So this is going to be good. We're going to get into personal branding on LinkedIn, which you're the woman that I'd want to talk to about that. But before we get into that, let's get a little bit further into what you're doing over at True to You Branding. Tell us a little bit more about the company, please.
So True to You Branding is focused on personal branding for individuals. We all understand how important it is for individuals to have a brand nowadays. It's not just company branding or product branding. Now it's the people are brands. So
the market.
So it's a focus on consulting, coaching, if you will.
Yeah, definitely agree with you. So the market has changed. Once upon a time, you had just a company. Now you need a brand even within your company, not only for marketing, for maybe jobs and things you want going forward within the same company or outside the company or just in general now with social media and everything else. I mean, your brand has never been, in my opinion, your personal brand more important, which I think leads as a great transition in today's topic. So personal branding on LinkedIn. A lot of business owners, entrepreneurs, executives listening. Where do you want to start with this one?
Well, obviously, most people are aware that LinkedIn is a business platform. I know a lot of people had been hesitant to get on there because once they get on there, they feel like they're being inundated with recruiters and just kind of thought as maybe antiquated, if you will. But LinkedIn has definitely been changing. The platform has been taking a shift to where more and more people are going onto that platform. They're kind of going away from Facebook and going on LinkedIn. And so what you find on LinkedIn now is that there is a kind of a balance between business and personal. More and more people are putting themselves out there on the platform. So it's really important to understand how to maneuver it and how to get yourself a personal brand on there so that it in turn helps with your business. Obviously we like to do business with people we know, like, and trust. So in order to do that, you need to put yourself out there. And there are a lot of people that are very hesitant to do that. There's a fear behind it. And, a lot of it's psychological. People are scared to get in front of the camera and do a video because they think they're going to be judged and criticized. And what if it's not perfect? Well, for me, most people that have seen my journey on LinkedIn have seen that I have done it in a very kind of real, authentic way where sometimes I'm in a baseball cap. I don't have any makeup on. I'm in my home. I use my iPhone. I don't have any fancy equipment. It's all about your content. If you're saying something that adds value, then that's what matters. It's not so much, the production value of it all. And so I'm kind of there, or True to You Branding is there to help people to understand, how to get your personal brand out on that particular platform in a way that is natural, genuine, but is also going to help your business. Because really, that's why people are on LinkedIn, for business purposes.
So what is, if you could give us, there's, as I mentioned, a lot of people listening that need help or that want to up their game. What is some of the low-hanging fruit out there that you see and looking at profiles where you're like, if they could fix those couple of things, it'd be just so much a better experience? Because I know you look at a lot of profiles.
Yes. Now, it's funny because, in the beginning, everyone was all about titles, right? You're the CEO, so that means you must be a big deal. Or if you're the president, that's why I do. Technically, I'm the CEO of my company, but I have it as Chief Excitement Officer, right? Because it stands out. It's different. So a lot of people are starting to change their titles, their headlines, because the first thing that people look at is that headshot and then what you have right under it. So if you have something that just says President of so-and-so Consulting, that's not really going to excite someone to look at your profile. You want to really put on there what it is that you do and what you're trying to attract, because, people's attention span nowadays, it's very limited. So you're trying to grab someone's attention right away. So people don't realize how important their profiles are. Just to have even a good headshot or even the background. A lot of people don't even have a background on their LinkedIn profile. And so it's just that right there is extremely important. So that in itself is the first thing people need to focus on.
No, I agree. Definitely having a complete profile, it really should be one of the first things somebody does. And the reason is because, these profiles, they stick out. So meaning if somebody Googles you or something else, especially if you don't have a big like online presence other places, if somebody Googles your name, that's what's going to come up. They're going to go to your LinkedIn profile, and if it looks like you didn't put too much effort or thought into it, or if it's not even filled out properly, then what would you think? You're thinking about somebody's calling you, and they want to earn your business, and you say, let me see if I can find anything on this person. You put their name in, then you go to their LinkedIn, and then you see, they don't even have this filled out yet. I mean, I don't know. Do I want them trusting with XYZ for my business if they're not really that concerned with themselves? I mean, that's the way people look at it now. This isn't my opinion. This is how people are viewing things.
Oh yeah, and that's why it is important for people to post and to engage, because that's another thing too, is that people will get on these platforms and they're essentially voyeurs. They're just kind of looking at posts, and then they wonder why if they themselves suddenly post something and they don't get any engagement, it's because they weren't doing that for other people. It's reciprocity. I always get mixed up that word. But, you have to reciprocate, right? You can't expect people to, comment on your post or like them if you're not doing the same for others. And that's another thing that I think people miss out on, is that engagement part of it. I mean, people are on that platform to build relationships. So the only way to build a relationship is by actually getting to know the other person.
No, I love it. It makes a lot of sense. So now let's see. So if somebody's listening to this and they want more information and they want to learn more about True to You branding, a two-part question. So part one, what are typically the right types of clients that are a good fit for True to You branding? And number two, how do they reach out?
Right now, I've been essentially working with small business owners. So they themselves are the owners of a business, smaller, and they just understand the value of having themselves out there as well in order to help. And so those are kind of the perfect clients for me. I mean, obviously I'll work with anyone, but those are the ones that seem to kind of resonate with what I do, because I'm very hands-on, if you will. And they can, connect with me. I don't know if you want to put an email out there, but I'm on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. And it's all my name.
Put your email if you want. Yeah, give your email if you'd like to give it, of course.
Yeah, so my email is ROCKUHT, so it's rocket, @gmail.com. And I'm still working on a website, but, I wasn't going to let not having a website hold me back from starting my own business in January, which, here I started my own business right before a pandemic, so perfect timing.
No, that's great, Raquel. So that being said, it's awesome having you on the show. I love what you're doing. I love helping people with their personal branding, because they need it. I mean, this is the thing.
Yes.
It's a big deal. It can make a difference.
Everyone's on their computer. Yeah, everyone's on their social media and computer, where, that's where everyone is at right now. So now is the opportunity to get yourselves out there if you haven't.
Awesome. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, leave me a review in the Apple iTunes Store, and if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, Mission Matters Marketing, definitely give us a subscribe there, but also leave us some comments in the video. I mean, love to know what kind of things and projects you're working on. And Raquel, thanks again for coming on the show.